Hello, we're live. Hello, welcome to Isolation Gigs podcast, weekly podcast. It's a Thursday. It's the Thursday, the 4th of June, which means that tomorrow our single for the NHS is out. Friday, the 5th of June. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Exciting times. Also, this is the first time, hopefully, we are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook.
I'm just double checking, and we are live on YouTube and we are live on Facebook.
Excellent. So, hello, Facebook. This is the first time I think we've done one of these podcasts on Facebook. We did the Bish Bash, live Bish Bash, like simultaneously on Facebook across a few pages, but this is the first time we've gone YouTube and Facebook, and already I can see some people on there. So it proves that it's working, you know, social media and the world works sometimes. How are you, Chloe? Are you all right?
I'm good. Sorry, I was just doing some sharing to make sure we were out on various platforms. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Al. Are you okay?
Very good. I'm very good. I'm just looking as well because as we've on Facebook, we can get more comments, hopefully. So if anyone wants to leave a comment, if anyone's got any questions about the single that's out tomorrow, please leave a comment. What I'll also do, because I'm a bit cheeky, I can put the link where people can pre-save the
Go for it.
single, which at the moment we're doing pretty well with the pre-saves. We're doing quite well, but we want more because we can do better, and we want more because we want to make a big splash tomorrow on Spotify and YouTube and everywhere, basically. Are you looking forward to the song actually being out?
Oh my gosh, sorry. I will stop looking and sharing and I will talk to you now. Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I cannot wait for people to hear it. Honestly, like it's I can't actually believe it's tomorrow. It's come around so fast. It really has. And yeah, like I think the more I've been sharing it directly with friends and people I know and colleagues and stuff and getting their sort of response to the teaser video and to the whole project, you know, as one, it's really exciting because people are really behind it and really supportive of the fact that we're you know, that we've created this to raise money for the NHS. So
yeah. And I think the response we've got so far, even from people that haven't heard the song, who've just kind of seen the pre-save and seen the story, the Just Giving page, which is open if people want to donate. I'll put the link down there as well. And also we've had some lovely reviews so far of the single to some people in the press that have heard a secret version of it.
Amazing. Yeah, we've had to put it out, haven't we, to various press contacts and media contacts and stuff to see what interest we can drum up that way. But but no, don't worry. Most people haven't heard any more than you will have heard, like the little teaser bits and stuff. So it's all coming out fresh tomorrow. Which is
sure is
super exciting.
And luckily we managed to navigate the world of the COVID-19 distribution kind of conundrum, and our good friends, actually, if anyone from CD Baby is watching, our good friends at CD Baby have done us a massive favor in getting it out tomorrow, so I just wanted to say thanks to them as well. And they will also be featuring it on their social media tomorrow. So that's going to be a nice boost for the song, hopefully. And
also our sponsors from Stortford Music Festival, right?
Yeah, Stortford Music Festival. And massive thanks to those guys. They helped us massively at the start with the planning of it. And also getting the likes of Austin Lucas and John Snodgrass on the record. Who are friends of the festival, and getting those two on board was great, especially because John's really good mates with Frank, and he was able to get us a little intro, which we've showed snippets of, but I don't think we've showed the whole thing.
We haven't showed the whole thing yet, no. No, that was amazing. Like just having Frank's approval, firstly, to the project, and then actually hearing that he was excited to hear it, and then seeing his response once he'd heard it. It just makes it all that bit more worthwhile, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And
knowing that we've done his song justice.
Yeah, and I think we've had a few little radio plays as well, and we had our first hospital radio play yesterday.
Yeah, where was that?
Bedford.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks to Daniel Kingston, if he's watching, for playing it yesterday. I did listen in. I've got a little video I'll share as well at some point, which I managed to catch, and hopefully we'll get some more hospital radio. I know we're on various different. There's too many to mention, which is good. Like regional radio stations, so there'll be a few of those.
Are they going to be played tomorrow, or are they going to be played as the week goes on? Or
actually, I've done a little interview with Martin Lumsden.
Cool.
From the Big Sound Machine, and that's going to be played. That's across Hertfordshire. That's going to be played tonight. Actually, going out around about now. The show's on, I think. So, if anyone can tune into that, Martin Lumsden on Facebook and the Big Sound Machine, you'll find it. It goes out online, and there'll be some will be going out as we speak. Some will be tomorrow. Probably the majority will be tomorrow. Quarantine FM are going to play it. Our friend Kate.
Awesome, thanks, Kate. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, so that she's playing it tonight. Actually, that's going to go out tonight.
Awesome.
Which is brilliant, over in Ireland, and they're doing great work during the lockdown.
They really are. They've been working so hard, haven't they?
They really have. Like, they've created a whole radio station from scratch.
Yeah.
In the back of their, as Kate was telling us, in the back of like someone's house, I think, in someone's garden, which is amazing. And to keep it going with, like, people are not being paid and stuff, but it's all voluntary. So, I mean, that kind of thing's at the heart of why we're doing this, isn't it?
Totally.
It's why we've got people like Stortford Music Festival on board for a community kind of engagement, and the local press are being really nice about it as well. And I think the basis of this song is for the community, really, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, like we've said before, it's it is a time to pull together as much as you possibly can, and I think we've felt sort of carved out our little place in terms of creating a hub where musicians and music lovers can come together and be a community at this time. But it goes so much broader than that, doesn't it? And I think we've said in various interviews, like, if we feel slightly helpless, we feel slightly useless in the sense that we can't help in the same way the front line can. So if this in some way, shape or form can offer some level of support to those people that are doing the really hard work right now, then that's the best we can do, isn't it? It's kind of, so really that's where this is coming from. And I guess if any of you out there relate to that or feel you want to give back in some way, then hopefully we're an outlet and an avenue for you to do that, because literally every single penny we earn from this is going to NHS charities together and going to help do whatever it can to help them.
And hopefully, and what I've seen from the reviews so far as well, hopefully the song, as well as helping the NHS, is also helping people, uplifting people out of the lockdown, because it's been a really difficult time. And I've been going around chatting to people, virtually online, and some people
go around chatting to people with your mask.
Not in the normal sense, but going around the virtual world, the different settings you can find it. And actually, even people I meet out on my walks down the river, sometimes people stop and chat for a bit. And nice. They've been telling me how hard it's been. Someone told me today that one of their relatives had not been out for 12 weeks.
At all, like haven't left the house.
Not left the house for 80 days or something. So that just shows you that some people are really in need of a big lift as we come out of lockdown. So hopefully this song can lift people up, because it's certainly uplifting for me. So
I mean, it has not left my head that. And I think that's a good thing, because it's so catchy, and it the way it's been produced sort of leaves it there in your mind. There's certain lines that just I can't stop singing in my mind. But yeah, when you're trying to go to sleep and you're like, okay, I'm trying. I get it now.
Yeah.
Leave me for a minute.
I was practicing it earlier, and I hadn't played it since we started doing this, I don't think. And it was really hard not to try and sing other people's lines, how they sing them. But I certainly don't have the voice of like Bella or Jess to sing the way they've sung it.
And Nadia's a little bit
Yeah.
Bit
And
that
even
grows. I love that.
even your bit on the chorus at the end, like I never normally do. So
It's so cool, isn't it?
I was trying really hard to try and remember how I used to sing it, because I was practicing it for my gig tomorrow. And
Sure.
yeah, so I was like, oh, it's changed. Like it's really different now.
That is so funny, because yeah, it's a song you obviously sung solo before you decided to create this project. And yeah, I was thinking, because there was a bit I recorded in case we didn't manage to get everything together, wasn't there? And I cannot remember for the life of me how I sung that, because all I can hear now is the people that have actually been recorded. It's so amazing how quickly something becomes there and, you know, finished and in your mind as that's it. But I'm guessing anyone that knows the Frank Turner song, you know, the Frank Turner version of it, the original version, you'll hear that. But this, we have made it quite different, haven't we? So to be able to kind of keep them quite separate, but be obviously the same song, just really taken our own sort of spin on it, and everyone that's been part of it has helped create that completely new sound, which
I think so. And actually we should mention at the end of our little chat, we're going to leave you with a nice interview I did with the producer of this very fine song, Stephen McLaughlin. And in that interview, we actually, he's brilliant. And we actually go into a bit more detail about how we made it, and also how it changed over time from just that piano version that I did to what it is now, which is like completely different. It's up here, like it's amazing. And I think I won't like give away the reviews, but one of the bloggers kind of said to me, like, it's amazing how a song with 18 people in has managed to sound so good. Like they were like, they said when I told them there was 18 people on it, they thought, oh, this is going to be a mess. And actually they were like, wow, this is actually really nice.
That's something I think it's probably surprised us all, just especially because you purposely chose people with quite distinct voices and you know, different voices, so there's no way you could really misinterpret one voice for another. And that's amazing. But then you do think, oh, is it going to just sound, is it not going to sound uniformed and as one? But actually, however Stephen has worked his magic, it just does sound like one product, doesn't it? It's like it's not, and they're all artists that have their own identity and have their own, you know, place in the music world.
Absolutely.
Yet somehow it's just come together and sounded, it's just, it's really awesome. I'm sorry, the more we talk about it, the more I get excited, because it's, I mean, how long can you think back to when you first, like the first thing you did to start this ball rolling? Would it have been, it's more than a month, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say about 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I played it at a gig on a Saturday night, one of my live stream gigs, and I finished the gig with it. And I don't know why, but that's when I thought, I was like, oh, why don't we do something with this song? And I'd been talking to Sort for Music Festival about performing it live with a band. And because we've been doing the virtual festival, we started talking about it again. So it was getting in my mind. And then I think me and Twig were talking. Twig is a host of Bishop Stortford Music Festival. And we were like, oh, I was like, I wonder if I could do like a charity single. And then I was like, I don't really know how it's going to work. And I thought,
well, firstly, you were like, I don't know how I do that.
I've never done a charity single before. I've never done a cover single before. I did sing on one years ago, but never put one out myself. And I was like, I wonder how that's worked. So I started looking into it. And then, then I think I just thought, I've always kind of liked that kind of cheesy idea of the Live Aid thing. But I wanted to do it with a non-cheesy song. So I think,
and no key change,
and no key change, and no massive chorus, and you know, no Bob Dylan like in there trying not to sing along, you know, and kind of thing. And I just wanted to do it in a non-cheesy way with a different kind of song. And then I don't know why I thought about when it came to putting the vocalists in. I didn't really have a number in my head when I started. I just had 2 lines each. And then I worked out, I thought that would be about 10 people. Then I worked out if we do that, we need about 15 or something.
Yeah.
And then when it came to like choosing the vocalists, it was a bit more like on intuition, really. It was like, I wonder who would sound good singing that line. And it was kind of just going through it like that and thinking, oh, they'd be really great. I wonder if they're free. I wonder if they're about. And yeah, it was more on the voice than, you know, it was more on like everyone having a different voice rather than who are, you know, all the singers that I want. It was like, who fits this song, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It has to kind of be that way. I think it's the wrong way around if it's not that way, because every single person, yeah, you know, I know so many amazing singers in our industry, and there's people that are right for certain things, and this song is, yeah, it's weird because like we said, it's lots of different vocalists on there, but they all suit it for whatever reason, like the emotion they bring to it, or the power they bring to it, or just the sort of style that they come with. It just it works. You did, and I have to say to anyone watching, like, honestly, Elliot is like the man behind this. I mean, Stephen obviously is his kind of wingman in the sense of being the producer and actually making all this happen, but Elliot has Elliot's taken this from, like you said, a seed by playing a song solo in a gig to creating this kind of what we feel has been a big project in this time, because, you know, firstly managing to secure the people that you, as you said, intuitively felt were right for it, managing to get them to do it, and around all the different things that they're sort of trying to get involved with at this time has been amazing that we've managed to do that. And then to get it, like we say, to a standard that sounds so like it almost could have been done in a studio and not from 18 different people's houses, is all thanks to you and your kind of commitment to it. So I just have to say well done, because I said I was here for you to help in whatever way, but I have less expertise than you in this area, and really I've just been more of a sounding board when you've needed it,
which is really good, because
of course.
I mean, yeah, for me it was like, it was just a massive like project of love that I wanted to do, really. And I always feel like I put more effort into those kind of things.
I think everyone does,
which everyone probably does. And being a sounding board is a really important thing as well, not just a sounding board, but, you know, having that, because when you do this project, you can't really ask every single person every single question. Like, you can't put 18, 19, 20 questions out there and get 20 answers, because your head would just explode. So you have to, like, probably like me and Stephen speak all the time, me and you speak all the time, and a couple of other people that, you know, on specific things to do with various things. And then you just have to kind of go with it and see, you know, put it out and hope that people like it, and hope that the people on it like it, which they all do. So that's all great. And I'm really glad. And actually, we've got a little comment here. I think Mum's found us on Facebook.
Oh yes, she always finds us on YouTube, but she's got us on Facebook.
Yeah, and also Noah says hello. Noah is Stephen's little boy. So,
hi Noah.
Hey Noah,
and
how you doing? Yeah,
that's such a cool name. I love the name Noah.
Yeah, I hope Noah's doing well.
Oh, where's the Stephen's watching us on YouTube? Is it not on Facebook?
Yeah, this comment came from YouTube. Yeah, so
quite confusing having a few different places now, because we've always just gone live on YouTube, haven't we?
Yeah, so now we're kind of we're on 2 things today, and hopefully in the future we might be able to go on a few more as well. So
we'll figure it out. We'll get there.
I think we're just kind of learning our way through the live stream world, aren't we?
Definitely.
And with a nod to Isolation Gigs as well, it's become apparent that basically Isolation Gigs was the catalyst for this song as well, because
100%.
As I was talking to people on like radio and stuff, and they were going, they'd seen Isolation Gigs first, and I said, well, actually, that's where Isolation Artists came from, because all the people that were doing gigs on Isolation Gigs, a large number of them actually are on the record, because I saw them, I knew them anyway, or I saw them on there, and I thought, oh, they'd be really good for this.
Yeah, there's a few you actually have only really discovered during lockdown, isn't it? Through a few gig connections that have like virtual gig connections, or is that, no, there are, a few, and that's really cool. I think that's amazing that because you and I both know a lot of people in different areas of the industry, but to know that isolation gigs led to you discovering new people that then subsequently felt right for this record is just is lovely, because back 11, I honestly don't know how many weeks we're on lockdown anymore, but back whenever that was, and you had the seed and I supported the seed of starting isolation gigs, like you wouldn't have gone, oh, and then from that we're going to find people and create a charity record and this and that and get it on radio. And so I love the way that's all unfolded and like organically just kind of taken a path.
That's been really cool, and like it just seemed to go from that naturally, really. And then we made the Isolation Artists Facebook page, which is basically to promote this single, but after that we can use it as whatever Isolation Gigs is going to become. We'll basically be Isolation Artists, so it could be really whatever we want it to be in the new normal.
Well, there is, we know that we are navigating a completely new normal, don't we? We've realized that completely now, and knowing, especially in our industry, that it's not going to change back to any level of whatever normal was anytime soon. Like, we have to find where we fit, and I guess this sort of thing is part of that, really. Obviously it's not all about that, but just going into that, like, it's Isolation Artists is going to be a thing for a while, really, because virtual gigs are going to have to kind of keep happening for us to keep putting music out there and sharing that with people. So
virtual gigs, I think, are here to stay, and this will be, like I said earlier to someone, like I think they'll become less frequent, but they'll become more powerful as the time goes on, because people will then, they won't be doing like once every week or twice a week. They'll be doing once a month or something, but it'll be a big event. And some people would never have got into a live stream gigs if it wasn't for this situation, would they?
No, so not at all. I don't know if I would have.
No, and
or Buskin Bruce.
Buskin Bruce probably come out of retirement, hasn't he?
Come out of retirement. To play. And his what's it called, Capo?
Yeah, I think you should call them the Capo sessions next. You should just do the Capo.
Yeah, we'll start some new ones. They can go on any day. They don't have to be Sunday.
Get a caption on screen. What Capo are we on?
Oh my god, yeah. I bet there'll be people that could answer that, which is scary.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, people like look at my gigs and they go, "Oh, you see, you were playing that chord then in that song," and I was like, "I don't know."
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine being able to do that.
That's no, it's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, it's really exciting because Isolation Gigs is still going, and we're still getting, I'd say, 3 or 4 gigs a day on there at least.
Yeah.
The dry bases are still going.
I know. I literally am in awe of them. If you don't know who the Dry Faces are, guys,
amazing.
Go and follow them. They're a sort of worldwide known swing band, and they are brilliant, and they're so entertaining. And they've been isolating together, haven't they, this whole time? And they've done a gig every day since they went into lockdown. And
it's incredible.
It blows my mind. It blows my mind because we've said, haven't we, like, if we've done a couple in a week or whatever, especially, maybe not at the beginning, but if we've ended up having to do a couple in a week around this kind of period, it's definitely taken a toll on our energy. Because, like, if you don't know what it feels like, virtual gigging is a whole other energy, really, because you're not getting anything back. And to know, I think they're able to do it because there's, I think, 6 of them.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So they bounce off each other. But I mean, for you, Elliot, you're on your own every time you go live and do a gig. At least I've got Buskin Bruce, but it's still only sort of 2 of us. You definitely, you don't get that same energy you would in a live gig.
No, I think I started off, I was doing about 3 or 4 a week, like for various different platforms.
You were like saying yes to everything.
Because I was like, well, I'm bored. I've got nothing to do, so I might as well just do all these gigs. And recently I haven't, because it just got a little bit too much. And in order to concentrate on what we've been doing with this single, I thought I need to, ease off the gigs for a bit. And then when the single's out, we'll start doing the gigs again, kind of thing.
Definitely.
Because we've been doing all sorts of different things for this, and you know, coordinating things, doing radio, doing video stuff, editing, and everything. And we've, you know, I've really enjoyed the video teasers that we've been putting out, and you've been putting on Instagram. Every day. We've done one every day, I think, for it must be 18 days now.
Has to be. And we've popped in some other, like we did the main teaser in that time as well, didn't we? So I think we've still got one artist to share. Am I right?
Yeah, we have Mr. Johnny Stamp, actually.
I didn't think we were going to give it away.
And yeah, we might as well now, because by the time we do it, it will come out anyway. And Johnny's are going to be interesting, because he's actually one of the stars of the video. I'll go so far as to say that. Yeah, so Johnny, if you're watching, he knows anyway.
It's brilliant.
And yeah, he's great. And yeah, so we've got one more to share. We had Jack Daubney in his dressing gown with his rainbow strings today. That's one of my favourite ones. That one.
My gosh, Jack's video makes me laugh so much. It's brilliant.
It's one of my
just literally like, oh yeah, I think I'm just gonna get out of bed, sit down and film.
Yeah.
It's like, yes. It's completely like captures lockdown, doesn't it, for him?
And that's probably what he did. So yeah.
And I don't blame him. Like, honestly, the more you can do in your pajamas right now, the better. Yeah,
and yeah, it's been really fun with those videos, because where, you know, everyone's personalities come through, hopefully, in those little kind of 20-30 seconds. So people have been able to see a little bit of what they will see when the main video comes out. And talking of videos as well, if anyone's watching, and now we're on multiple platforms, we're hitting more people than the 6 o'clock news, I'd imagine. If anyone's watching, I am still looking for NHS workers or anyone that's connected to the NHS to get in touch with me. ElliotPortermusic@gmail.com. Because I really want to speak to as many NHS people as possible. We're looking for quotes from people in the NHS who I can play them the song. Pictures of people going about their work. Doesn't have to be in their place of work. If there's disclaimers and stuff, they can be at home. Or just people that want to hold up a sign saying "Be more kind," which will be fun as well.
Yeah, because we just, as we keep saying, you know, this is about them. And I think the more we can bring the reality of that situation to the forefront, to sort of wrap up with, you know, the song and the words that we've created, I think is what it's all about. So yeah, if you do know anyone, or if you are part of the NHS, please get in touch with Elliot on email.
I'll put that email at the bottom here actually as well. Yeah,
go for it, because it's just we're so passionate about making sure that we can do our bit for them, and we're not going to be able to do that unless we can share this and spread the word as much as possible. So any help that you can give out there, please let us know.
We would love
contact us on Facebook and whatever if you want to as well. Absolutely open to all angles. We have contacted a lot of people already, haven't we? But you know, we understand as well, everyone's very busy at this time, especially anyone in that area. It's not their priority, but
exactly. And I'm going to put together a little video which is dedicated to the NHS, so we can also be able to send it out to people in the NHS as well as our main music video kind of thing,
which, you know, help to give them a lift in any way, shape or form that we can.
And that's what we're doing it for, really, to try and give them a lift, because they're very kind of stressed and tired and, you know, overworked at the moment. So
I would imagine
that's hopefully we can help in our little way, making our song. And
I was going to say, do you want to talk us through the sort of layout for tomorrow for the big release day?
Yeah, cool. So big release day is tomorrow, Friday the 5th of June. So the song will be available on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon. The song will be available literally from, I'd imagine, midnight tonight. So there'll be a lot of like advertisement going around that, and we'll be posting that link out everywhere. By the way, you can still pre-save now, so you've got about another 6 hours to pre-save. So please do that.
That's just a click of the button.
It's just a tiny little click. I've put the link on the bottom. So yeah, please do that if you haven't already. And then at 1:30 p.m. I will be doing a special live stream for Addenbrooke's hospital in Cambridge, direct to the NHS. So that incorporates the whole of the Addenbrooke's kind of hospital, so the Rosie maternity as well. And we're going to do a public stream of that. So it's going to go out on my Facebook. So I'll put an event up probably tonight about that. 1:30 p.m. on my Facebook, Elliot Porter Music. And it will be streaming also direct to Addenbrooke's public page, but also it's going to be going direct to their staff. So NHS frontline workers will be able to watch it as well. Which then leads us on to 2 o'clock when we will be premiering the video direct to the NHS. And it'll also be the first time anyone can see the video at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So tune in. After that, we'll be posting it on all our YouTube and Facebook and all our different social medias, Twitter and all stuff like that. So to be honest, if you follow us, you're not going to miss it. But please tune in.
We're going to annoy you tomorrow, let's be honest. But
yeah,
the only
been a bit easier on the post this week. So by tomorrow, we're going to really go for it.
Yeah, we took a breather, didn't we? For obviously obvious reasons. But
yeah, exactly. And I think it was quite nice actually to do that. And then tomorrow evening, we're going to do a bit of a launch show in association with Stortford Music Festival. We're going to use this very fine technology, hopefully. 7:45 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to be streaming on Bishop Stortford Music Festival Facebook page, also on my Facebook page, and probably will be linked through a watch party to Isolation Gigs as well. Because I'm not actually sure how many platforms we can actually go live on at the same time, but we'll try.
I'll be here sharing as well. Like we'll all, I think you can share a stream to as many as you want. It's just, direct. You need to know first place of call is Stortford Music Festival and your page, isn't it?
And my page, so that'll be what we're doing tomorrow night at 7:45 p.m. There'll be a set from me, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some of our very special and talented artists who were involved in Be More Kind to come on, play a couple of songs. Yourself and Buskin Bruce are probably going to do that, aren't they?
I've just got to get the okay from him.
And we'll have a couple of songs from all the people, not all the people, but some of the people on the single, and then we'll have a little bit of a chat. We can all kind of virtually meet and have a bit of a launch party live on StreamYard. And after that, we will then play the video. So at some point in that stream, we will share the video as well. So maybe we can do we all kind of react to the video because we can kind of watch it and then we can chat about it afterwards if we want. And then everyone can go their separate ways and get drunk and
celebrate.
Do whatever they do on a lockdown Friday night.
Okay. So that's just to reiterate, that's 1:30 tomorrow. You're going to be doing a live stream to Addenbrooke's Frontline, and that's going to go out on Facebook as well.
Yes, Facebook,
So 1:30 is where it all sort of starts. 2 o'clock is when we're going to premiere the video, so the full video, because you've only seen teasers so far. But between then and 7:45, we'll just be sharing that on various platforms, and obviously making sure you have all the links to the Just Giving page to be able to watch the video and everything like that, and hear the single, and to be able to purchase it on iTunes, Apple Music, listen to it on Spotify. And then 7:45 is when you're gonna start your live stream gig, and then various different artists from the song will come on and join you.
That's exactly it. And we'll go till whenever we kind of give up, basically. And we'll see how it goes. And by busking, Bruce is looking surprised, apparently.
Where's this? Where are you seeing this?
On Facebook, I think. So
well, I haven't spoken to him yet, so we'll see. If he's not up for it, I'll do a cappella.
Yeah, exactly. Just come and do a couple of songs. And Steve is very much looking forward to the live show and the official video.
Fabulous. And also we've had some comments. Again, I'm confused what stream I'm even.
Oh no, I don't know.
On, but we've had a wave from Barbara Gordon joined. Oh, I waved at them. Barbara Gordon, Graham Steele's here. Hi, guys.
Hello.
And then Rachel Grundy said, hey, guys. And David O'Neill said, that's amazing, Elliot. Can't wait to listen.
Cool. Hello, all of you. Thank you for your comments. Yes. And I'm looking forward to sharing this this song with everyone.
Big project.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? I actually Graham says hi guys. He says hi back. Thanks for watching, Graham. Yeah, it's just exciting after all the build up, all the planning, all the kind of coordinating, and it's here. It's happening.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we've been working hard to try and get it out, and now eventually we've managed to kind of do it. So watch this space and we'll see what we can do. There'll be loads of other things we'll do afterwards, which we'll just post about, loads of connections with NHS, all the stuff we'll put out on social media, and you know, hopefully there'll be some more radio things. Like I say, if you want to listen to Big Sound Machine tonight, Martin Lumsden's doing an interview with me on there.
Did you say that would be on about now, or do you think?
I think it's on about now. Yeah, I'm going to try and find the link and post it, but I've got so many things on here. I might have I might have to do it afterwards, because you can listen to it on repeat anyway. It'll be on like Mixcloud and stuff like that. So, and yeah, I'm just trying to think of any other things that we're doing. But yeah, there's so many other things we're doing. We'll keep posting them out.
I know. I'm just trying to check if I've missed any comments. I think you're seeing the ones. I'm seeing the ones on a watch party, and you're seeing the ones on somewhere else. But I think we're catching them.
Yeah, I can't see any more at the moment.
But I guess essentially, before you head to share the chat with Stephen, I guess essentially what, you know, we're super grateful to everyone that's helped this happen, helped get involved, given their time, given their expertise. And we, you know, if we share anything and you feel inclined to share it with your page, please do. And especially anyone in the NHS, because as we keep saying, that's who this is for. So it's all, you know, the more people get behind it, the bigger a project it will be, and the more money we'll raise. So
exactly. And there's, in the little teaser video I put out yesterday, I've mentioned all the really good people that are involved in it. So yeah, we thank you all for helping. And the best thing about this project has been the help that people have given us, without any question, without any questions. And, you know, we know everyone's struggling at the moment, especially financially, but everyone's been doing everything from, you know, from the point of view of their charitable kind of heart. So that's a really nice thing. And that's probably been the most it's probably been the most enjoyable thing about this project is the people involved, actually. So yeah,
100%.
Great. So well, is there anything else
I was going to say, is there anything else you want to talk about before?
I think we've covered most things. I'm just conscious that we're going to share the video now, and we don't want to take it over too long. With our chat. I
mean, we enjoy chatting, don't we? But
yeah, it's good. And I guess what we're going to be doing after Be More Kind, we don't really know. So
yeah, with Charlotte asked us that last week, didn't she, on our podcast, and we asked her the same. And I guess it is a bit of a blank space. But I guess the main thing is, I think, you know, in these 10, 11 weeks, we've both personally kept ourselves quite busy and occupied, and tried to keep moving forward in whatever way we can. So I guess we'll just continue to do that with different projects and perhaps new ideas. I've just seen a comment.
Oh yeah,
David O'Neill, how do we donate? Is there a link on the page?
Not sure which page he's talking about, but yes, there will definitely be a link on all of our pages, basically.
Yeah.
I'll put it on here.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll post it on here now. I'm not sure where that goes. I think it's YouTube, but
I'm also just going to access that for you, David, and post it on the comments. Give me just a second.
And I'll send it to Dave by message as well.
Yeah, just for anyone else that's watching and they want to donate. We've got a Just Giving page, haven't we? That's the that's the page. Sorry, guys.
That's where people can donate.
Okay. One sec, gotta find where David was. There he is. Okay. Okay, Dave, I'm just gonna post. That's your donate here. Because that's the main thing, really, isn't it? Making sure you've got all the oh, Graham, yes, post it here, Chloe. Making sure you've got all the buttons that people, easy access. Make sure they know where to go, what to do, because otherwise it's just us chatting and they can't actually do anything with it.
Yeah. So basically, the message now is you can pre-save for the next 6 hours. So please do that. It takes 2 seconds, and then after that, it's all about Just Giving, really. Just Giving link will be on YouTube when we share the video. It'll be on Facebook, Instagram when we share the video, and it will be on Spotify. There's actually a donate button, which will be on our pages as well. And anything that's donated on there goes straight to NHS Charities Together.
100%. I'm just putting. I think I'm posting some watch party at the moment. So anyone that's not on my watch party, I'm not doing those links, but I will try and put them on the other thing as well.
Great.
So I've done the pre-save and the donate. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, great. That's cool. Yeah, we've got quite a few different screens going on, I think.
Yeah,
which is cool. But this seems to be working well. I think we'll do this what we will do is we'll change up our podcast a little bit, and we'll try and get some new people on, I think, in the next couple of weeks. We'll post it on YouTube and Facebook, so hopefully we'll get more people involved. Now we know we can do that.
Yeah, because it's nice when you've got a group and you can have a sort of communal chat about different topics.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to come on, if anyone's watching, even if you're not an artist or a musician or a freelancer, it doesn't matter. If you're a fan of music, if you're a fan of art, if you're a fan of anything really,
we like chatting about anything.
Yeah, come on. We can have you on. So why not?
Yeah, that's absolutely it. Because as we said at the beginning, it's all about community and building whatever community you can. I've just shared all the things with both streams as far as I can see. I can't do the YouTube one. That's your domain.
Yeah. YouTube. We've shared it all on the YouTube comments, and when I post the video after we've heard from Stephen, I'll put it on all the under bits of YouTube, whatever you call them, the comment bits.
The info, I can't think either.
The information bits, yeah.
When people, Elliot and I, our brains are a little bit frazzled from lots of different communications this week, and we're just both a bit. Ugh.
I've done so many Zoom calls this week.
It's exhausting. Yeah,
it's actually, but fun. Like I'd rather be talking about this than something more serious and boring. So
yeah, of course.
It's good to talk about this.
All right. Well, I guess it's probably time to share your wonderful chat with Stephen.
Yeah.
Mastermind behind all the production.
Yeah.
And our drama.
So we will say goodbye for now, and we will see you tomorrow. A lot. See you at 1:30, 2 o'clock, 7:45.
Yeah.
Come join us.
Join us whenever you can. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Chloe, and I will speak to you later.
All right. Cheers. I'll see you later.
Hey Stephen, how you doing, man?
I'm well, thank you. You well?
Excellent. I'm pretty good. by, because things like piano for me, it's fairly simple to record, but things like vocals and guitar and they have a lot of hidden gremlins, don't they, that you don't realise when you start doing them.
Yeah. Well, I think to start with, on a really simple level, when you first record something, it can be sort of, right, I've got to plug this in here and I've got to get that right. But then you're so pleased that it all works, that a recording is a successful, and that's great. And when people talk to me about sort of demoing stuff up, I always say, really don't spend too long on it. Because if it's just going to be a demo, you're only going to do it all again. So don't rattle your brain and getting everything as good as you can be when it's just going to be replaced. So you tend to find the gremlins the further you go and the more important it is. But pretty much all of them, and I hope this is the case for you, are fairly straightforward to sort out, or to remedy.
No, absolutely. And I'm probably one of those people that's a little bit guilty sometimes of spending hours and hours on demos. And you are right, kind of thing. Because basically it's just a track for reference, isn't it, that you're going to go and completely redo again. So
yeah. I mean, if you're going to demo up a record in order to pitch for a licensing deal, or you're wanting to pitch to try and sort of sell it to another artist, then you've got to make it as good as you can be, because it is the classic sort of, this is a demonstration of how this song can be, but I want to have your voice on it, or I want something else. So if you're trying to sell it to someone, then get it as good as possible. But if it's just a reference for you, or a quick memo on your phone, I often find is usually perfectly fine. If you're a singer-songwriter and you're on your own, then a piano and a vocal, or a quick guitar and vocal, gets the song across. And if the song is reliant on that many other things to make it work, then perhaps it needs revisiting. I mean, there are loads of songs out there that have got all the bells and whistles, and they're amazing. But you can usually take the bells and whistles off, and it's still an amazing song. It comes down to melody, harmony, lyrics. Those have got to be there, no matter how fancy the studio or how fancy the
That's what I say to people actually when I do like co-writing and stuff, or kind of helping out with songs. Because someone told it to me when I first started, is that if the song can come across on an acoustic guitar or a piano and vocals, then that it's the basis. It might not have all the kind of all the parts yet, but it's the basis of basically a good song. And I think that's really interesting kind of to know actually, that from a producer's point of view, that's also kind of can just be enough for you guys as well.
Yeah, the song. Well, for me personally, I mean, I think a lot of producers work very differently to each other. I'm not the sort of producer that will take someone's song and knock up some electronic beats and then go, there you go. I'm probably more on the arranging musical side, and will offer help if necessary, or if wanted, on things like structure, or structural arrangement as well as musical arrangement. I often find just another pair of ears, just to listen to it. Is quite often
absolutely.
Because as soon as you play something of yours to someone else, as soon as it's not only yours and it's safe, as soon as it's heard by someone, you hear all these other things. Oh, actually, I need to change that. And I haven't quite got. and so sometimes just playing something to someone else just opens up the door for the artist to sort of double check that they, you know, they're about to record a song that they know inside out and they're really proud of.
Yeah.
It has to be like that, otherwise it's a waste of time, really.
Yeah, I often find that as well. Like that, I've been playing a song for like 3 months or something, and I've missed the really basic part of the arrangement. That it might be a really quick fix, or it might just be you don't need a double chorus there, or you do need a double chorus there, kind of thing. Oh, hello.
Hey, sorry, this is now my side trying to say hello to Elliot.
Hello.
How you doing? All right.
Doing an interview. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Is that all right? Yeah. Nice to see you. You head out. You go to play. I'll see you later. All right. Bye. Was it the newsreader that got interrupted?
Yeah.
With his kids and his nanny or something months ago.
Yeah, and they all came in, didn't they? And, yeah, I think it was like
crawling along the floor.
Live on BBC or something, but yeah, we're not live on BBC, so we're all right. This is a pretty chill chat. So basically, what I wanted to kind of do today was just kind of obviously we'll talk a bit about the track that we've done for the NHS, Be More Kind, which is out this Friday, the 5th of June. It feels good to say that because it feels like it's been in the bag for a while, and we've not been able to get it out. So.
Yeah, like, I still can't sort of come to terms with the fact it's June already.
No, I know.
Like you say, with 11 weeks, it seems like a massive slog, but yet
it does.
It's June, you know. But yeah, I felt that when you say it was in the bag. You sent me your piano and vocal that you knocked up, which is great off the bat, which helps. You know, like your piano part's all sorted. You knew the vocal line. Obviously, the song's written already for you, but the way that you're playing it came across very, very sort of sure of itself. You know, you knew what you wanted to happen and how to get it done, and you know the dynamics were in there, the shape of the song was all there. I think we just added like 8 bars for the instrumental, and that was about it.
Yeah, and it's those kind of things which it's the beauty of having another pair of ears and a producer with experience of doing this, which was it's the same when you do your own songs. Yeah, you sometimes miss things like that, and actually when you added in the extra instrumental, it was great because it enabled us to really bring more people into the song as well. Because then we could have a guitar break, and Tom Wright played the guitar. It was lovely, and
that slide stuff is it's beautiful.
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. And if you're anything like me, every time I got a track back, because obviously we were on the shared drive, seeing them. Every time one came in, it was kind of quite exciting to see what people had done.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you were doing this. Where you grab the isolated track and then try and put it in a mix or in your version. I forget what you were working on. And some of them you just listen to in isolation and you're like, wow, this is really special. You think, I never thought of doing that. That's that you pull the people in that are specialists on what they do, and you hear it and you go, yeah, that's that's why you go to those people. Some fantastic stuff there, and I was amazed at how well, particularly the vocals, sat alongside one another without them hearing, the vocal sort of arrangements all build up. It was, here's the backing track, and you'd already arranged. He's going to sing bits and some ideas of how things could work or people might work together. They sounded great.
And do you know what was? And I've been saying this to people when they've been asking me about it. you know what's like a really beautiful accident is the fact that we have vocals, and the way you put it together, it sounds amazing. And we have vocalists harmonizing with each other, and I'd never told them to do it. Like, they just naturally done it. And because we were going to have harmony sessions, and luckily it saved us some time, because we had some beautiful people's harmonies which they'd either thrown in or they'd sung a different melody which actually ended up being a harmony for someone else's part. And that was one of the things which was really exciting for me, because that changed my vision of the song as well.
Yeah, it's lovely to be able to work with you know, the instrumentalists and the vocalists, where you can just open the door and you know, trust them to do the right thing and to offer up their interpretations and their ideas, because you know, they're good at what they do. Like, I'm not a singer, I'm not a guitarist. They're going to come up with much better ideas than so you know, rather than us trying to box everyone into say, oh right, well yeah, you can fit in here, but you have to do this and you have to do that. And you can just let them do their thing. It's been great. I mean, it could have been very difficult. It could have gone badly, but the people you got on board have been brilliant. And like you say, it's just netted together very smoothly with some great ideas.
Yeah, man. So for anyone watching that doesn't know kind of how we've made this song, so basically I did a demo, sent it to Stephen, which was just piano and vocals, I think. You then put down a drum track, and we arranged it a little bit, didn't we? You had some arrangement ideas, and actually, funnily enough, they all really fitted in with how I saw the song going. So that the way that it went up and came down in the middle, and then kind of went up at the end. And then we had the
when I did that drum track initially, because I mean I do a whole bunch of session drumming stuff for all sorts of people, and some people give you know, a very detailed description of what they want you to do, or they might have mapped out on some MIDI drums, or they might have written it out or something. Whereas you were just like, oh, we're going to do this track. Piano vocals. Can you put some drums on it? So my initial thought was, well, I'll put an idea down, I'll send it back to you, and we'll hash it out from there. It might be that you say, actually, I was thinking like the second verse come right back, or you know, no, it needs to come out the gate blazing, or actually, no, this is the wrong feel completely. I wanted it like much calmer, because it has got a different, not necessarily a different pace, but a different feel than the original. And I think I was aware of that. Partly because I think my preference is not to cover a track identically as it's already been done before.
Same here.
Because the original was probably great, so why mess with that? But I'm also aware that, particularly, you know, it's your project, and you know, and I've suggested an idea. It could be like, no, this is not the right thing. I'm used to doing a whole bunch of stuff, throwing out loads of ideas for people to choose from. Because if they're not right there with you, you don't get that immediate idea. And you know, sometimes on whatever instrument you're playing, as soon as you start jamming some ideas out or just improvising some stuff, you know, within seconds you can tell that whether, you know, if that other person is picking up on it and they're like, yes, this is great, or if they and of course you don't get that with remote sessions. And particularly as everyone was working remotely, it's not as if, you know, I could sort of take a look and be like, oh yeah, but me and the bass player really get it. Like, oh, you know, everyone's doing it completely, completely on their own, and and it's a one-to-one, then another one-to-one, and another one-to-one, which has been it's actually been fine. Everyone on the project has been brilliant, but you do miss that personal exchange,
Absolutely.
in the room,
Absolutely, yeah. Because whereas, like, if you're in the room, you could say to someone, "Oh, maybe try it like this," or whatever, or maybe leave that bit out. When it's remotely, it has to go over email or Facebook Messenger, and we've had some people in America, some people in Germany, some people all over the UK. So that process is a lot slower, isn't it? If you want to make changes or get a point across,
because you end up recording the whole track just to say, "Is this all right?" And then you get the response. It does make the process a lot longer, a little bit more lonely, really, a little bit more exposing. But that's how we've had to operate during this time. But it's worked, and everyone's been very open and honest and very professional and delivered some great music. So as far as I'm concerned, it's gone really well and pretty easy.
Well. Yeah.
That's a delight.
Because when I first came to you with the idea, because for me, it was an idea which I was like, right, this is quite a big idea. I'm not quite really sure how to do it, because I've only ever done probably tracks with 2 or 3 musicians in the studio at the same time. I've never done anything with more than about 4 or 5 musicians. So when I came to you with the idea, did you think, well, I'm not sure how that's going to work, or did you think?
My original thought, I think, was putting the instrumental stuff down won't be a problem. I was probably equally alarmed and excited when you told me how many vocalists there were. Just because, if there are other vocalists, it's so important that they kind of work together to get things right normally. But yeah, this gamble really paid off.
Yeah. And I kind of saw it as this kind of period of lockdown. It's a time to do something with a bit of a gamble, because as well we didn't have any other choice really. So it was like, let's just try it. And I'm so happy, because I did have in the back of my mind a slight fear that I'd be getting files all over the place and you'd be getting files all over the place, and it'd be really hard to merge them together. But actually, probably the hardest thing for me was just to remind everyone to do videos, I think, because as we put together a video of everyone playing, I think some people did their tracks, and I'm guilty of it myself. It took me 3 times to do my video because I kept getting it wrong. And that actually proved harder but I was so happy, and I think I do work a little bit like that, whereas I get good musicians together and good people that I think can do the job, and then I love to just hear their interpretation of how they feel the track and how they think it can go and their parts, and that was really exciting for me, because not being able to be in the studio, I did think that might be difficult with some musicians. Like, I won't really be able to put my ideas across very well, but they all interpreted it so well. And I think there's the power of that song as well, and the time that we're in. I think it people just seem to get it, didn't they?
Yeah, and that sort of kind of comes back to what we talked about at the beginning about, a song has to work at its bare bones, and this does straight away. It's a great song by Frank, and it was very nice to see that he approved before and after he heard it, which is just good.
Which is great.
Yeah, could have been slightly awkward. Yeah, in principle, I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
The song translates really well. But people have overcome the issues on the technical side of some people have never recorded before. Some people were sending stuff in on their phones. Some had a mic and a computer, but it was all right. Yeah, okay, so I'll do that, and then this. So there's a whole range of experiences for everyone, I think. But my hope is that people might have gone through it for the first time, or perhaps early stages for some, and actually just really enjoyed it and gone, actually, this is completely doable, and it will open up an avenue of music that hopefully they'll be doing more of. Obviously, there are some artists on the track who's they're very at home, doing a whole bunch of recordings and recording themselves and that sort of things as well. But hopefully it'll be encouraging for a few of the musicians on board to do a bit more of this, because it's great.
I think so, and I feel like some people have said actually, they've had real fun kind of learning how to remotely record, and we did have some issues where had to like help people out and stuff, and make suggestions and things like that. But it's all been a really interesting learning curve. Like for me as well, I was always very comfortable recording piano remotely because it's kind of MIDI, so it's quite easy. But anything else, I've always struggled quite a lot with. So learning some new kind of techniques is going to benefit everyone, really, isn't it? Going forward. And do you think on the back of this project, do you think it might open up some more remote possibilities for your business, or?
Well, as a musician, I'm very happy, recording stuff here and sending them out. It's always good to see musicians taking on the technology that's available. So if I can have someone on board, if I can get the bass player that we want on a project without, and the artist or the songwriter doesn't want to be paying, hundreds of pounds to get them to travel over to come down and to do it in, or the bass player just thinks, well, I haven't got 2 days to be traveling around and to go to a session and then travel to this and that, but they might have a couple hours here, a couple hours there. If they've got their own rig, and they can provide stuff that sounds good, then I don't really care where it's recorded. If it sounds good, then it sounds good. So if it enables musicians to be able to work more or more easily, or just from home, so they can see friends and family more without necessarily touring. Obviously is different. You've got to be at the venue.
Got to be there.
But having said that, we've seen loads more of these online gigs, and I can kind of see that continuing a bit. I don't think once this is all over, I don't think the online gigs are going to drop off.
No. I think they'll become less frequent, but they will be probably watched a bit more because they'll be more of an event, won't they? And people will. I'm personally probably thinking of maybe doing like one a month or something. Just make it an event, really, kind of thing, on the back of this time. And that's another thing which I'd never really considered doing much before the lockdown.
Lockdown. It is one of those things, isn't it? It's got the name. It's got everything about it.
Exactly. And I'm massively happy with how the song's come out. It's actually come out better than I'd ever imagined it would, to be honest. Because with all those people working together, it's just created a really nice energy, I think. And we were able to overcome any obstacles that we did have, which weren't that many actually, were they, in the end? Which was really nice. and I had a little bit of problems on the distribution, but everyone's been amazing. So they managed to bump us up so we can actually release it this Friday, because
yeah, fantastic.
we obviously want